Hi everyone, welcome back on my channel. In this video I'm so happy to show you some pieces from the new Dior Spring 2026 makeup collection. So the collection is huge, and if you like to discover the overview of the collection, I filmed a dedicated video in my YouTube channel, and you can also find some posts on Instagram, so don't forget to follow me also there, where I post quite everyday makeup news. And on YouTube, don't forget to follow me also to discover some preview. I usually post like some short video. So as I told you, the collection consists in a wide range of shades, and honestly I really love the color story. So I skipped the eyeshadow palette because I thought that the color story is beautiful for spring, honestly, but they were quite similar to the color story of the previous spring. I mean, there was Peach Mania that was quite different, but Pink Mania could be also suitable for this makeup look, and actually I'm wearing now, so I have a sort of mint green on my eyes and I contoured with a pink shade. So this was the palette. Yeah, the shades are different, but probably the effect you can achieve is quite similar. So one thing I noticed just today is that this kind of palette has a period after opening, very short, so it's 6 months, and it's also for the other palettes I have. I checked few palettes, but yeah, they are all 6 months, and this is strange because Chanel, for example, has 18 months after opening. So consider this also when you have to buy makeup. Yeah, so today I show you what I bought, and I told you I skipped the eyeshadow palette and I reused the Pink Mania. I bought the Forever Glow Maximizer in Sugar Icing number 100, this one, and the shade is insane. I just bought it for the shade, and this is this kind of light blue with violet reflection, and it turns into cool pink when you apply it on your skin. I don't know if you can catch the violet reflection, but yeah, it's stunning. So it's the classic Forever Glow Maximizer. So this is the sponge applicator, and it looks light blue, but once you blend it turns into pinkish reflection. So probably I show you better like this. So I'm filming in natural light with a little bit of artificial light because it tends to get dark here, and you see it's very beautiful. The shade is perfect for winter also, so I bought it also because yeah, I think I will use it also in this month, so it's not something that particular speaks springs in my opinion. So I really love the tone, very particular, and if you look it in a particular light, it looks also very pink. I don't know if you can catch the reflection. I decided to skip also all the lip products because there's a thing I don't like in your product, and honestly I always been a great fan of lip glow lipstick because I love them so much, but Dior started to put menthol also in this formula, and I don't like menthol on my lips and almost on my skin. So At first I found menthol only in lip oil, lip glow oil, that I have one, and I didn't like it. I don't like the menthol in lip maximizer. It's really disgusting to me. And I have bought also one of the blush stick, and the most weird thing, I found menthol also in this blush stick. So if you have sensitive skin, or if you don't like menthol, so consider that in the blush stick there is menthol. And yeah, the reason why I skipped all the lip products is just for this reason, menthol. And I'm so sad, because lip glow was one of my favorite products, but once Dior started to put it in the oil, I decided to check the ingredients on the website, and I found that the previous formula, so the lipstick that were released, yes, last summer, something like this, when they launched the new shade, and they don't contain menthol in the ingredients list. Instead, in this one I saw appeared menthol. So in case, I preferred not to buy them, and because I really don't like buying with this kind of thoughts. I like buying things that I like, or that I'm just thrilled to have, and that's it. So I think I should have been wiser, because it's written shimmer here. And I'm talking about this rouge blush in Candyfloss, and it's number 748. So as you have seen, Dior seemed to launch two separated collection for spring. One that was supposed to be an Asian exclusive, but I told you, sometimes it's not, sometimes it arrives also in Italy, in Europe, and in USA also, and it's been so. So this one was based on warmer tones, and yeah, you see, this blush is part of this second collection. I placed some video and some screenshots because I already use it, so you can see when it's new, untouched, I mean, you can probably catch better the Dior logo with a sort of pink overspray in it, that now you can see it clearly anymore. So it's a pink basically, but with coral tones in it. So the shade is very beautiful, it's very pretty, very pretty for spring also. But even if you have probably pale skin, you will find this color very suitable, because it adds some warmth to your skin in a very beautiful way. But it has a lot of shimmer. You see the swatches, because it's very light, you see. So this is the shade, and it has so many little micro glitters of different colors also. It's very hard to catch on camera. We'll see. So usually powder blushes should be applied over a powder. It's a step that you can't forget, because otherwise I noticed that the glitter really tend to stick in some places. So with the powder they glide a bit, so the application is more even. So I put my powder, this is the Chanel, it's a transparent one there, and I have a bit of foundation. Okay, so I want to apply the blush here, and then I show you the maximizer in this part where I didn't apply powder yet. So you see the shade is very pretty. I try to apply a little bit more to show you better in camera. It's really suitable for spring, so you see. So you see the difference. See the Forever Glow Maximizer application. Just let you see here. So you see it's light blue, but once you blend it, it turns into an illuminating pink, cool pink tone. Now, one thing I noticed is that it tends to go into your fine lines. So especially here, once it's set, it has some sparkles in it also. So you can take a bit of your skin tint or foundation and mix a bit of the shade into your foundation, and you can apply it just a bit, so you will have a luminous effect. It's more even. I mean, be careful also to use the blush over this highlighter, because the blush is shimmering and the Forever Glow has shimmering also, so you have to control this shimmering effect. The blush over this Forever Glow Maximizer, you will obtain a beautiful shade, because you have the coral shade and also the cool pink underneath. This Outrage Chameleon Chaos Lip Oil, I love it. It has no menthol, so it's lovely and very nourishing. Honestly, I prefer the Lisa Eldridge highlighter formula rather than Forever Glow Maximizer formula, just because once I apply the Lisa Eldridge highlighter, I know that the effect is the same for all the hours. Instead, this one tends to change a bit. It's like being absorbed maybe by the skin, and it gets also, as I told you, a bit into fine lines. Instead, this one by Lisa Eldridge is very fluid and very luminous, sudden, no glitter, so more natural, but it gives you very beautiful radiant effect. So it has the sponge applicator too. I place it on my hand and that's it. So I'm not worried also to place it too much, because it's very light, more elegant to wear. So I love if Lisa could do something like this in terms of shades. So these are just my thoughts, and let me hear yours, and see you soon. Bye!